Oh shit. Working on it, guys.
No, we're live.
What's going on, Bigfoot World? Another Friday night live. Let's get it started. Where everybody at? Where everybody at on this lockdown world? But we're gonna have some fun tonight. After you guys get done cussing me out. What's going on, Brian, Mom, Robert, everybody? I see Real Cluff is in the house on time today. That's what's up. Give everybody a minute to kick in here. The notifications been running a little bit late, and a lot of them ain't even been getting notifications. So you know how that shit is. But first thing first, guys, can you hear me, see me? Give me a thumbs up. What's going on? Today I'm hanging out with powerful duo Jeffrey, my son, and my second daughter, Janet, aka sister. She's in the house with us tonight. She finally got a day off and came out to visit. Mr. Willis, what's going on? Yeah, I got lost. We're gonna get into that. Guys, I was lost. We was lost for a while this week in the forest, but it was all worth it. It paid off. There's so many structures back there. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, it's like the Blair Witch Project. Bobby Joe, what's going on? It's good to see everybody jumping on here. It went from like 80 back down to 40. Like, damn.
Yesterday it was snowing.
There he is again. I'm out. I ain't even wasting my time this week. Thanks, Bobby Joe. But we got a few things to talk about, guys. This week was interesting. It definitely was out there in that forest. What'd she say? Julie, I definitely, that's what I was talking about. We was lost for almost, I think it was like 7:30 going on 8 when we finally got out of there. It was just starting to get dark. It was terrifying there for a minute. I thought we was gonna have to set up camp and just freeze out there. I said, fuck it, let's start a bonfire.
Oh, I gotta go. Camels been burning food too.
Here for a whole 2 minutes.
I can't. Gaines blowing me up. She said she's hungry, so I gotta take her something to eat real quick.
You hear this shit?
I can show y'all the text messages, guys. Ken said she's hungry.
Soon as it's time to go live, he's all right. I'm out. That's why he ain't posting nothing up on his channel.
What?
What was that you were doing? We're gonna get to that, Kathy. Don't let me forget.
I thought you was going to lose friend dancing
on the ledges. Man, I thought I was going to lose his girlfriend dancing on the ledges. she was hanging on the edge. But, all right, guys, I love you.
Dad, I love you. I'll stop back down later. You got your shoes in.
Yeah, you ain't stopping down later.
I'll be around. It's not my fault you live 45 minutes away from me.
Yeah, whatever. I love you, sister.
I love you, Dad.
Kick his ass for me on the way home. What? What'd you call me?
I said my hoodie is right there.
I ain't steal your hoodie.
It's right here under cookie. New cookies.
All right, I'll talk to you after a while.
See you, Dad. I love you.
Watch the next Friday Night Live. I'll be talking about you.
Okay.
Okay, where was I before they interrupted me? Now I can smoke a cigarette. They left. But yeah, guys, going through that forest was nuts. Before I even get to that part, let's take it out from the beginning. The first video. Now, where was it? Let me find my notes. I gotta take notes. I can't remember everything. But on that first video, found on the river, on timestamp 413, Alyssa Parrish, she brought it to my attention that she said there was a beam coming from right side coming out of the mountain laurel, going down over to the other side. So I watched it like 30 times, 40 times over and over again. I put it in slow motion, watched it. But if you take it back a couple seconds and watch it, the kid, there's two kids and their dad and mom, they come walking down the trail right before we did. They come walking down playing on each side as they was coming. And we was coming, heading in to go deeper into the forest. Well, as we was walking, they must have recognized me or something because a stick about this big came from the left side over to the right side quick, over into the other mountain laurel. And then we took a couple more steps, and then something on this side in the mountain laurel came out and flew over to where flew over to where that side was. I even paused it, so I don't know what's up with that. Let me fix this. Hopefully that fixes the problem. But guys, if you didn't see that, check that out. The second one started at 413. Alyssa Parrish found that one. But if you bring it back to like 410 and watch it from 410 on in slow motion, you'll see the stick fly out from left to right out of the mountain laurel. And then I took a couple more steps at 413. The rock or whatever comes flying from right to left. That was pretty interesting. So that's just saying they was right there watching. They're watching the bike riders going up and down the trail, people playing on that trail. They're just sitting there watching. And as we was walking out, they started throwing sticks back and forth at each other. Or was it it was like, I don't know what the hell they was doing, but they was doing it. I can't even see. They definitely was letting us know they was there, but it was just right on the main trail where everybody was. That's what blew my mind. I thought we had to go deeper in to find them, but they're down lower watching everybody out playing, having a good time and shit, enjoying the first day of spring. It's not the first day, but the first real warm day of the year. Everybody was out there. But then we went up in there, and them structures, the deeper we went in there, the more crazier it got. The hell? There was even structures hanging from trees. It's like the Blair Witch Project. I thought we was about to get jumped by some off the wall crazy. What was that cop was looking for? Oh, while we're talking, yeah, I'm glad you remind me about that cop. There were so many bad comments on that, guys. It was all fun and jokes. If you go back and watch, while you're looking at them rocks fly back and forth and the sticks fly back and forth, bring it back to where the cop was down at the bank. When I'm looking, I zoom down, he's right at the bank. And then I turn around at Fred and I see what Fred, I already know Fred. I know what he was thinking. So I said, no. As I was saying, no, he threw it out. And if you notice, it arched out into the water. He was trying to spook the cop. It splashed in the water, hoping he would fall off. But I thought that was funny. It was like all fun and jokes. So whoever got butthurt on that, he wasn't throwing it directly at the cop. And you can clearly see that into the video. You just got straight jump to oh shit, he throwing rocks at the cop. But that wasn't the case. He definitely arched it out into the. You think I would really post up a video of us launching rocks at a damn cop? That would never happen. That would be like, I might as well go knock on the police station. Hey, that would be a stupid move on our part. That would never happen. The guy from Florida who has crypto reality said that they're living in small sections of woods. Yeah, I agree with him 100%. But oh no, that was funny. But I don't know what the cop was doing there, why he was setting up in there. He really had to paddle a long way on that surfboard to get where he was at. I'm talking a couple miles upstream to get where he was at. So I don't know on that shit. I don't know what he was doing, what he was checking out. Maybe it was like the first day of fishing. Maybe he was sneaking up on new fishermen. It's kept trying to catch them in groups, or maybe I ain't got an answer why he was up there, but he paddled on that surfboard a long way to get where he was. I have no clue what he was doing. With that being said, we went on in deeper. I went up to where I left the Mountain Dew and the sucker at up there, like at his little setting spot. And guys, he tricked me. If you notice, I left the sucker up on top of the Mountain Dew, and I was sitting there with Fred on that little set spot, watching his girlfriend try to climb up the side of a mountain because she dropped my flashlight down there, and she had to walk back down to get it. So we told her, go ahead, get it. We'll be up here watching. And we sat up there for like 20 minutes, half hour. She tried to climb the side of this. I should have filmed that shit because it was pretty funny. But I was sitting there. I don't even know what made me grab the sucker, but I grabbed it, and I grabbed it by the sucker part. And it was like, what the hell? I pulled the stick out. There was nothing on it. And then I realized that the sucker part was backwards. It was in my hand was sticky. It like ate the sucker and put it back in backwards. So my next trip, I'm going to take a solo trip out this weekend. And girls always mess up it. But I'm going to take a bag of suckers out there and leave it up there in a bag. Like swirl it up to where I know it ain't the rain getting into it or none of that, which I know it ain't because the sucker was backwards. I hear you. But I'm gonna take it up there and leave it set up there for a week and go back up and check it out, see what happens there. And also this week I want to try to get up there at the Bigfoot land. I want to get deeper back in the Bigfoot land. I never really went further than maybe 2-3 miles of Bigfoot land. It goes back like 20 miles. So I want to get in deeper into that, see what's going on back there. If it's anything like this new spot, guys, them structures on the ground, on the trees, on the rocks, every couple of feet there was thousands and thousands of X's laying everywhere, not to mention the arches, the TP structures. That it was like everything you can think of is in that one little spot. Runners going forever. It's amazing area. It really is. And I seen a lot of the timestamps you guys sent. I checked them out. There's some definitely something going on up in there. I couldn't tell if it was a bear up there, up in between them rocks you guys were sending, or what it was, but it was definitely moving. Hide my message. Man, I'm slurring my words today. Like I'm drunk. I've been working a couple extra hours of work. I must be tired. Girls are getting loud. I'm about to shut my door. But there's a couple things we want to talk about today. We already talked about most of it, but before this ends, if you guys remember on the video, I said there's a story brewing up now. That it's another one of them doozies we got to talk about. It's nobody's fault before I get started into it, because we both knew pretty much what we were getting into, and we did it anyways. Guys, wait to hear this story. You think the last drunk story was bad? Now that this story finally over and ended, I'll probably be able to tell you tonight. Now that it's gone, it's over now. I ain't gonna get into it yet, but before I end it, I'm gonna tell you guys. You definitely want to hear this shit. It's another one for the books. Definitely another one for the books. Me and Fred be talking about this one for years to come. It's the Pittsburgh trip. Remind me of the Pittsburgh trip before we end this live stream. It's oh man. On this lockdown, we took a trip to Pittsburgh. I tell you that much. we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But anyways, after we leave that spot from where we left the Mountain Dew, I decided instead of pushing out, let's just go straight on back to where that log fell and just keep following the leans and structures to see where they take us. Cookie, go bite them. Go bite them. But as we was walking, we walked about, I say a mile and a half back in, like on an uphill slant, trying to head up toward the top of the mountain, and we ended up curving. And after about a mile and a half, we was talking about let's just start working our way out of here before we really get lost. Because I never been back this far before. I know it's the backside of Ohio Powell, but I don't know exactly where or how far we went over. It's like we got disoriented because of all the rocks that we had to zigzag in between to get to where we was. So I told him, it's all going downhill. Let's just keep following downhill. But as we was going down, was rock face, and then it'll level off for a little while going downhill, and then another 40, 50-foot rock face. We had to go down and find a way around. And by then, it's like, man, where in the hell are we? We might as well set up camp and try this again. It's like off camera, we was really getting nervous there. That's why finally the battery was going dead. I just ended it. It's like I was at my panic point. I just shut the camera off and said, we got to find a way out. We got about half hour before it's dark. We at least got to find the bike trail before it gets dark, or we're stuck up in here and we can't start a fire. It's just, it was bad up in there. It was bad toward the end. Then finally we came off that last rock face. And I could see the bike trail down by the river. And I just kept heading down. We finally came out at dark. It was borderline dark. The sun was down, but you could still see the light pretty much. Snoopy's in the house. It's nice weather in Colorado, Jerry. Not here. We had one good day so far. One real good day, and then it's been raining. We got snow today. It's like menopause is kicking in PA. It's all bad, but I'm still gonna get out there, rain, sleet, or snow. I want to get them suckers out there. I want to check a couple places out while I'm out there. Go a little bit deeper in. Fred left my flashlight out there. I gotta go back out, try to find it. So I definitely gotta get back out there tomorrow. Or yeah, tomorrow or Sunday the latest. I'll be out there. Say hi to Uncle Kenny is on here. That's what's up. Uncle Kenny finally joining us. It's been a while. $3:30 start tomorrow. Say you can't spell. Everybody saying hi to Jerry. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the week. We got out of there. It wasn't too much other than all them structures and everything going on. Pretty quiet up there for the main part. But I know they're up there. I definitely, after seeing them sticks fly back and forth, I know they're up there. They hollered at me, talked to me. There ain't no doubt that they ain't up there. Cookie's up there. I see you. What you doing, Cook? Jeffrey eating some McDonald's. I might have to send him some McDonald's videos from the factory where the stuff comes from. Are you still talking about the misspelling and spelling? That's what's up. Looking at my notes. Annette was mad at me for throwing rocks at the cop. I, if she look, oh no, it wasn't. As a matter of fact, that I'm glad I seen you in that. Later on in the video where we were walking out the bike trail after Fred threw the rocks at the cops, and what was he saying about? We saying something about I forget. I'll remember before I end this live stream. And that will remind me. I forget. I can't remember. I'll get back to that one. Yeah, Cookie's nuts. Cookie's in one of her moves lately. He didn't call back up. We didn't throw the rock at the cop. We threw the rock at the arch out into the river trying to splash and like spook the cop. Trying to be funny pranksters, that's all. We wasn't actually trying to throw it at him. I understand all that, Pamela. I got friends as cops. I actually work with a cop. He's funny as shit. He's a great guy. I have nothing against cops. Don't think the bad thing about me. I seen a lot of the comments, and you just took that video the wrong way because of my reaction. So I know Fred. I turned around, seen him. I seen him laughing. I said, "Oh shit, don't do it. Don't even do it." And then he threw that rock at arch kind of downstream to make a splash, trying to spook that cop. I was like, "Oh shit." Sound like the house is coming down. I said, "Oh shit, I'm out." And then see, we got out on the trail. I seen these two little kids coming down. I said, "Man, if he does climb up, he's gonna think it was them kids throwing rocks. He gonna snatch him up." Cookie wants to know who Jeff is talking about. Cookie, what you doing, puppies? You on the live tonight? It was funny. It was definitely funny. And what made it even funnier, as soon as Fred went to go throw that can or throw that rock, the can fell out of his pocket and the cop looked straight up at him when Fred was in mid arch at it. That's why I died laughing because he got caught in mid swing. As soon as he went to swing, throw that rock out, that can said ting. And that cop looked up, and Fred had no choice but to finish because he was in mid swing throwing it out. It was like, oh shit, we going to jail. It's over. We're fucking done. But he didn't throw it at the cop. He was definitely throwing it out, arched out over. You can clearly see that in the video. I thought it was funny. No offense on our fellow police officers. You're right, Winfred. Like I said, I work with one. He's pretty funny guy, especially when they overpower him up with packages. He goes off on some of the main bosses like he's the boss. It's funny as shit. He's a cool guy. I know a couple got cops. It ain't even nothing like that. You're just taking it that way, and which is cool. Which is understandable. Cook, what are you doing, puppies? Cookies is on strike back there. Cook. She's something else. I have no idea, paying for it. I couldn't even tell you. Like I said, they had to paddle a long ways to get up there. Definitely came up a long ways. I want to get back up there, see what's going on. But the thing is, he might have been searching for something because he would go so far up one side, searching it up on the banks and down on the sides, a couple feet along the waterways and shit. And then he'll come back and then go up on this side a couple so far, and then he'll switch over, go up. He was searching for something. It's hard to tell what he was searching for, but he was definitely on the hunt for something. Cookie. She back there smashing my heaters and shit. It definitely, it was, yeah, he was by himself. That's what was weird. They usually have backup with him when they're doing stuff like that. At least another person, especially if you're going to be on the river like that, on the surfboard, going upstream. I mean, you think you would have somebody there in case something happened. Mid-South Sasquatch, what's going on? I see everybody's coming in, starting to slowly. He was down on the bank. I'm glad you said that. Where the cop was, where I filmed him at, about 50 feet up. As we walked up about 50 feet, that's when that stick came out. So he was only up 50 feet from him. So eventually that cop had to go up by him to where he was, or the Bigfoot had to come up over and cross over after we already passed. Yeah, life jacket on. Yeah, but them undercurrents, you definitely want to have backup out there. I always take somebody with you when you're doing stuff like that, whether you're cop or not. Let's just be safe. Don't be stupid. If you're going swimming, take somebody with you, especially in the river with undercurrent, undertow. Every year somebody come up missing out that river. They got send divers in and pull them out under rocks and shit. You definitely want to take somebody with you when you're doing shit like that. Don't go by yourself. You came here looking for me last night, KT. You thought it was Friday. I know this lockdown is, man, it's making it so hard for everybody. Just to get to the store, Walmart, you're only allowed to have 50 people going in. You got to stand outside in the damn cold just to wait till somebody come out of Walmart so you can go get some damn shit paper just to find out there ain't no shit paper. You got, hey, Trump better get on the ball, man. Fix this shit. I'm tired of this shit. We gotta fix it. I'm tired of being on lockdown, going stir crazy. Things need to open back up. My ID's expired. I can't even get a new ID. Every week I got to cuss the lady out and tell her that I can't get a new ID until they open back up with this lockdown. And then finally they call manager over. Manager says, yeah, we'll cash it until they open back up. It's like, why don't you leave a note out here on the desk saying we're cashing checks with bad IDs until they open back up or something for the employees. So I ain't got to do this next Friday. It's like I got to kiss y'all's ass to get my money. It's what I feel like. But it is what it is. I understand. It's our protocol type of shit. You'll have that. On a good note, everybody's getting that stimulus for being on lockdown this long. No money, broke. Can't pay the damn bills. It is a pandemic. I give them that. You well stocked with shit paper. I didn't get that far. Yours says 11. I don't know what you're talking about at all. 198. How many likes? I see 58 and 3 dislikes. I love my haters. They got to stay with me. They keep me on my toes. Keep me on the straight and narrow. You use both sides of the toilet paper. Nah, you're right, Snoop. It really don't. But it's a jump start. It definitely is a jump start. Yeah, you gotta love haters too. Nothing but love in the world. We need more love than hate. So keep on hating and I'll love you back. I hear you, Alyssa. It don't go for very far, especially when you can't find it nowhere. And then if you do, you're paying like quadruple what the shit's even worth. I ain't never paid that much for toilet paper in my life. It's highway robbery with literally with shit paper. It's they know how to get you. You got to spend half your check just on toilet paper, and then the other half on rent. One that's like I see three of them, but that's all good. I like love and toilet paper, right, Kim? That's it. Haters be motivators. And I seen you guys was kicking ass on the comments on the videos. There was that one hater. Everybody jumped on him. He said he's not a troll, but on every video he was saying something negative, and you guys just straight called him out on it. I forget what his name was. It don't even matter what his name was, but I thought that was cool. I ain't even have to say nothing. You just tore him a new one. All they have to do is just quit watching. Then the next video comes up, he's on there commenting again. Like, damn, dude, 4 videos ago you said you was done watching. You was tired of my fake shit and you was out. And then you're back. It's addictive, I guess. Being out there in that forest. That's one thing about it. You never know what's going to happen. It's always adventurous out there. I never imagined it'd be that crazy, especially this week. It was a crazy week. Being out there where the waterfall is, I never seen that many structures in one spot. On the ground, it's like I don't know what you call them, paragraph, how whatever, but they was everywhere. Hydroglyphs or whatever they're called. I wish I knew what their writing was because that was definitely writing on that floor in a lot of different areas. There was a part in that forest that opened up to like a round circle, and it looked like Indian grounds, Indian burial ground type of thing, or ritual grounds for. It was weird. I just got this weird vibe going into it. It's like, Fred, don't step inside that. That's not normal. We don't never see shit like this. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the woods open up, and this is on the ground, a complete circle with logs. The whole tree is cleaned off, all the branches, and it's like a wheel. It's weird. I filmed that shit. I know you guys seen it. Hey, the guy on Dean. Yeah, it wasn't even about me. It was about Dean. You're right. And everybody just tore him a new ass. I thought that was cool. People don't realize it's seeing is believing. You're right about that. Listen, going out there, getting some of them experiences. The one, I'll just wait. I'll wait to release that. I ain't even gonna tell you about that shit. There's a lot of things that we're planning on doing coming up. Something kind of stupid, but it's been on my mind, and I ain't gonna quit thinking about it until I actually get out there and do it. But me and Fred's working on something. We're gonna go do something that we're probably gonna regret in the long run, but it's gonna be. It'll pay off. It's definitely it's definitely gonna pay off. Tell you about the girl. Shit. I don't even want to call it that. All right, guys. It looked like it's gonna be a short night anyways. I'll tell you what's going on with the Pittsburgh trip. When am I going to the Red Doors? In the next couple of months soon, like early summer. I want to get out there. I want to check it out, see if it's still out there. I know the Beast is probably not out there, but I want to check the doors, see what's going on inside there. I definitely want to get out there, check the gravesite where Andrew is buried, where Sarah is. I mean, just go out there and make a little documentary on everything going on out there. I definitely want to get out there. Old Beavers and Butthead, but I definitely want to get out there and see what's going on with that this year. I want to get to Colorado too, but I don't. That won't be till late in the summer, almost fall. Maybe the house isn't there now. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but you never know till you go. It'd be worth a trip anyways. Get out of the house, go to old stomping grounds, check your shit out. Even go to the old playground if it's still there, where we used to go, stuff like that. Just document it best way we can. You will have to go to the cemetery. Yeah, I want to check out the cemetery for sure. I want to check out everything about the place, even the turkey factory that my mom worked at when we lived down there. I remember that place well. Could be a strip mall by now. Yeah, it's been a lot of years. 38 years, 37 years, it's 35. It's been somewhere in there. In the 30s. So anything could have happened in 30 years. No, they ain't wooden doors, Snoop. They're metal doors. They're like metal basement doors out in the front yard. The double doors that open up on the ground. They painted red. Big ass padlocks on the front of them. Every time they would take them locks off and open one side of them up, you hear them loud screams. I mean, yeah, it was 39 years. 39 years. But them screams I remember them to the day that I died. I always thought that it was hell. Like they was creating something in there. And my mom's boyfriend worked for the government. He was paid to protect don't let nobody go in or out of there. So it turned out there was a family secret. That blew my mind when she told me that. I had no idea that it was my mom's husband's family's little dirty little secret that Sarah messed around with a Sasquatch, or that she didn't really mess around. She got raped by it up in the Ozarks and had a baby. It grew up, started eating the neighbor's pets. That was your husband and my dad. It was Jody's dad. It wasn't my dad. My stepdad, I guess. You were that Pittsburgh. It was to give it up Pittsburgh. Man, I don't even know where to start with it, or even how to start with it. That Pittsburgh trip, guys, man, it's not Fred's fault. Before I even start, his name is on my birth certificate. Yeah, but his blood ain't. Jeff, all you do is amazing to all of us. Thanks, Kathy. That was a crazy laugh. Brian, I see. I see you, Brian. But all right, guys. Me and Fred was saying, well, we wasn't saying here. We was messaging back and forth about this one individual that we knew for a while, right? She was a very, very interesting individual. She very pretty girl. She was like a country girl. Long. She always wore her hair in like pigtails coming down. She pretty girl. About 6'5", tall, thick. She was beautiful, right? About 4 months ago was the last time we seen her, and back then she was bad. She was beautiful, right? So me and Fred said, "What's up with her? Where's she been at?" After all this stuff going on with Psycho Sid and everything, I was like, you know what? What happened to her? Hit her up for me. See what she's doing. Where's she at? And he did, and it turned out she was ready to come visit, just to hang out, whatever. So, but she's all the way in Pittsburgh, and that's like 60 miles away. Well, actually, it was on the other side of Pittsburgh. It was an hour and a half trip going down, hour and a half coming back. But I said, hell with it, man. She bad. It's worth it. I got the gas. Let's go. Let's head to Pittsburgh. Right. So we head out. We go to Pittsburgh, man. we fly all the way to Pittsburgh, out the turnpike, just hauling ass, getting out there with this GPS. We pull out in front, and then I messaged her. I said, hey, man, we're out here. Just let's go. I'm in a bad spot. I can't be parked here. I'm in a no parking zone. Hurry up. She's talking about, I'm coming. Send me a pic where you're at. I'm thinking something. Are we getting jumped? She set me up. Something ain't right, man. Let's just go, Fred. Let's head out of here, man. This is Pittsburgh. We don't know what part of Pittsburgh, what gangs of Pittsburgh. Let's just get out of here. This chick ain't worth it. Let's just go. Fred said, nah, she's just like that. She's coming. She's coming. So I said, all right, man, whatever. I'm shaky. I feel like something about to happen. Something going down. So I messaged her. I was like, look, I'm about to go. I can't be sitting here. I'm in a no parking zone. You coming or not? And then she said, yeah, I'm coming out the door. 5 minutes later, she still ain't coming. So I said, you know what? I'm heading out. I got to go. She said, no, I'm coming around the corner now. So as she said that, she coming down these steps. And I can't really see her, but I see these long legs, right? I see the long legs as she walking down the steps. All right, yes, I'm all right now. She jumps in back, and while she putting her shit in the back, I'm GPSing home. Like, yeah, I got this bad chick. Let's go. We out. Let's get it. And we drive an hour and a half back. Fred picked this direction to take us like 20 miles one way, then 50 miles back another way. We took the long way home. So that made it even more. We took some country roads. I had no idea. I never took this way before in my life. I didn't even know you could take this way out around Pittsburgh. But we finally got home. I pull in my driveway, right? And this girl gets out. I'm trying to be nice, and I'm trying to go back to the back of the car and open it for her and grab her bags out. But when I open up my hatch in the back, she automatically reaches in and starts grabbing her shit. So I back up. Like, all right. And I look down, I glance down for a second, and I'm like, oh my God. She got his t-shirt and nothing else. She butt naked from the waist down. Oh, I'm trying to get Fred and Chrissy like, yo, this chick is naked. What the like? What the hell? So he wasn't like looking at me. I couldn't get his attention and tell him this chick is naked. So I figured this is how I'm gonna do it. You got to walk up like 3 flights of steps. So I hurry up and cut her off and went up first, so Fred can come up in the behind as we're walking up the steps, right? And he's gonna notice. And Fred and Chrissy back there walking up the steps, like as me and then the girl, and then Fred and Chrissy walking up behind them up these 3 flights of steps, and this girl ain't got nothing down from the waist down. Like we made it about 15 steps. I hear boom, boom. I look back. Chrissy's getting Fred up in his ribs, punching him up in his ribs. She must have caught him looking up. When she realized what's going on, she started getting him up in his ribs. So I was like, yeah, from the start, it was like funny as shit. So I couldn't really see the girl really, but I already knew in my head that she's a bad chick. So we get upstairs, we go in the house, and I'm thinking about what we're going to eat, what we're going to do, like my next move, what I'm going to do next. So I go in, unlock the door, open up the door, walk in, turn the light on, Cookie's jumping on me. I turn around, and there's this girl. I said, oh, shit. What did I do to get her out? What I got to do to get rid of her? It's like, wow, I did it again. Damn, man, this girl went from beautiful to Hollywood crackhead in 4 months. Heroin did its number, and like, oh my god, she was about 89 pounds, cheeks sucked in, her teeth was black. It's like, what, wow, why me? What did I do? Why? So it's like, I brought her all the way here from Pittsburgh. I'm not driving her all the way back to Pittsburgh. She's naked. What do I do with her? You know what I mean? I can't kick her out. It's freezing outside. So I'm like, man, it's like, fuck it. Maybe I can be Captain Save-A-Ho and get her off this shit. I don't know. What am I gonna do? I brought her here. I'm stuck. So she here, right? I'm in the office. I got her out in the living room. I'm like, man, every couple minutes she go into the bathroom, disappear about half hour, 45 minutes. Then she come out, sit beside me, and just drool on herself. I'm talking to her. She sitting there, drool coming out. It's like, hey, ain't your dad live up the street or something? Like throwing little hints. Don't you want to go visit your dad? I can drop you off up there. You want to check her out, check him out. I mean, just think of ideas how to just say, get the F out without saying get the F out. But that's how that went. I went to work the next day, right? Trying to think, well, how am I going to get rid of this chick? What am I going to do to get this chick out? It's not Fred's fault. It's not my fault because we both seen her 4 months prior, and she was bad. She was beautiful. And in 4 months' time, that shit turned her into Freddy Krueger. Man, she was bad. It was bad. She was bad. So I went to work. I got up early morning. I went to work. She didn't even, she stepped on the recliner. Cause when I get her into a movie, we start watching the movie. She talking about she's tired and shit. I laugh, yeah, me too, and keep on watching the movie. And while she gets into the movie, I disappear and go in my room, shut the door, and go to bed. But I get up and go to work, right? I get up, go to work, and I come home, her shit's gone. I go into the living room, she's gone. I was like, yeah, my prayer worked. I was praying the whole way to work that this chick would be gone when I come home. So I start going all around my house, looking at the shit, seeing if anything misses. Did she take anything? Is she gone? I don't even care if she took anything. She can keep it. Just stay gone. I ain't got to take her back to Pittsburgh. She's out. Don't come back. But that's how my Pittsburgh trip went, guys. I thought I was going after a 10. I come back with a there ain't even no number for that. I can't even give that shit a number. I'm not going to. I can't wait for losing, Margaret. I ain't even going to give it a number. There's no number for it. I'm just going to roll the dice and try again. -4 ain't the word. Shit. I said, damn. I turned around in my kitchen, like my heart went straight to the floor. It's like it did it to me again. How many times am I gonna have to go through this shit? I look at Fred like, hey man, give her some pants, man. She probably ain't got none because she lost him coming down the steps. She's too little. Man, it was it was a nightmare. It was an experience and it was something. I'm gonna learn from my lesson on that one. Me and Fred both, cause we just looked at her. It's like, I don't know, man. She was beautiful. He would tell you she was very beautiful individual. So I'm thinking maybe I can save her. I can be Captain Save-A-Ho, get her off this shit, and get her weight back up, brush her teeth. But then I'm going to work. Nah, you can't fix that. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It just ain't meant to be. If she don't want fixed, you can't fix it. And then when I came home, she was gone. So that is like God knew that shit would get real. He got her out. And then like 2 days later, she messaged me talking about, hey, I'm sorry. My diabetes was acting up. I got sick. I had to get my dad to pick me up through the night. I said, hey, no hard feelings. See you around. See you around. That's all I could do. Send her on the way, man. Send her on the way. Roll the dice again and see what happens on the next roll. But I'm not no Captain Saver. I can't do it. I ain't built like that. Not for nothing like that. You can't build something like that up. I ain't even gonna try it. I ain't gonna waste my time. Lucky me, Brian. That ain't luck. That's shit. That's craps. You don't know how to roll dice? I rolled some craps about 6 times now in the last 6 months. I'm gonna get me some snake eyes here soon. I get my eyes checked. Yeah, I definitely got it. I definitely agree with you on that. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I swear she looked really good. She was beautiful back about 4 months ago. Not even 4 months ago. And then I went to get her. Shit. Shit. That's man. I wish I can show you before and now. It's like a poster. Don't do drugs, kids, because that shit, man. I wish she would get off of it. I swear that just like you're watching her, the death of her, she bad. But just do that shit away from me. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want that in my life. I don't need that. The funniest part is Fred getting a whooping from Chrissy. That was cracked me up because I knew I was trying to get him his attention to say, "Hey man, this chick ain't got no drawers on." So he wouldn't look at me. So I can't say because she right there. So I figured I would go up first. I hurry up, cut everybody off on the steps, and then I went up, and then the girl went up, and Fred and Chrissy went up the steps. And as we went up, man, we didn't even make it up 10, 12 steps, 15 steps tops. I could hear, you could hear the punches. He was taking them. I looked back and she was uppercutting the shit out of him. Like I could just picture in my head Fred was looking up and she seen what he was seeing and just automatically was kicking his ass. Man, I died on that shit. That was some funny shit. But her butt cheeks was in his face. It was in my face when she reached into the. It caught me off guard because I wasn't. Like the first impression is everything. The first time you meet somebody, that really is everything. You know what's going on in the first couple minutes of meeting somebody. And I just got out the car. I'm trying to help this girl get her shit out the car, and she cut me off and bent in. And so I took a couple steps back. Like, all right, get it. It's your shit. And I went to check her out, and everything was out. Like, she's naked from the waist down, man. I just picked her up from Pittsburgh, drove her out. If a cop would have pulled me over with this naked chick in my back, I got 2 chicks in my back, one naked. And Fred just looking at me with his green hair. We all going to fucking jail. It's like, man, what are we doing? I wish I knew in Pittsburgh. I would have pulled over and give her some boxers or something. That was just a memory. That was for the books. That was definitely one for the books. I learned my lesson. I never do it again. I want a picture. Send me a picture before we go anywhere. I want a full body picture. Nowadays, we're going to do the picture thing for a little while. Before anything, we're going to talk it out. I could write a book on my right. Don't. This is how you don't hook up. That'd be my book. Things you don't do on a hookup, or how to get catfish. One of the two. I need a bush woman. That's what I thought she was, a farm girl. Love the woods. She always talking about hitting the woods with me and everything. I said, all right, we can do this. Yeah, all right, let's go. I drive all the way down there to get her, come back, and heroin done won it over. Heroin done got her. Heroin's tearing her up. I seen on TV what it does, but to see her then and then not see her for a while, and then all of a sudden she pop up, and it's like, oh wow, my God, why would you do that? Why would somebody that look like that turn into this. It's like, are you retarded? I'll never understand that. Why? Why? That's just why. Why would you do that to yourself? Is it that drugs that important? Man, heroin's a bad. It ain't no joke. But she gone. She out the picture. I'm looking for another one. Get catfish again. I'm gonna start filming this shit and start a whole nother channel. That's what I'm thinking about doing, guys. Every day that I go on, I just film that shit. Hey, here's another catfish coming up your way. That's meth too mixed in with the heroin. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, it's probably a little bit of everything down Pittsburgh. She got access to everything around her down there. Everything and its brothers down there. That's the big city. You know what's in Pittsburgh. But Pittsburgh got her and turned her out. Jeff's Real World. I'm still debating. I don't know if I want to turn that into like a daily blog type of thing. Like, I ain't allowed to film works. I'm still up in the air with what I want to do with Jeff's Real World. That's still in the making. There's few videos on there, the paranormal, me hanging out with the kids, stuff like that. But I'm not really sure what I really want to mold it into yet. What I want it to be. I don't know if it's going to be just for like daily vlogs going on with what's going on in my life with this, from catfish to going here to going wherever. It's like I got an interesting life going on since I've been in the single world. I might have to start filming some of this crazy shit. I've been there a few times. Yeah, I'll probably do a couple more ghost videos. I mean, if I can get Jeffrey out there one more time, it seemed like they answer him every time. He always asks us something. He got a direct answer come right back at him, especially going out to Jamalsville. That remind me, I got the face mask. They work well. I've been wearing them to work. But she sent me a lot of literature from information on Jamalsville. I definitely want to get back up here and do another video, paranormal video, with just the information she sent me. And I'm saying she because I can't really remember what her last name was. So before I tell about the mask and that, I want to look and see what her last name is. Hey, good. He's in bad. I see you with her. That's funny. Did you ever think about getting a goat? Or nah, I'm good, Brad. I don't need no goats. I'll be all right. I don't need no sheep yet. You trying to you trying to throw me to the sheep? I'm good. Trying to get me out there with the sheep. I ain't doing that bad. You guys are nuts. Well, what am I gonna do with a sheep? You guys are something else. I might well kept the junkie. It'd have been cheaper. 79 what? Oh, 78. I see the thumbs. Stop looking so hard, and I bet she will fall into your lap. Your Mom Silk, you're right. And I seen that. Why? I'm glad I seen your name, Mom Silk. Them comments you left earlier. Thank you for getting my back on that. I seen that, and that meant a lot. Cause you're the one that brought it out. When that dude was going off on Dean, you went off on him because he is hating. He is a troll, and he's always commenting on every other video. Why don't he just go away already? I seen you tore him a new ass. I appreciate that, Mom. So I got boots. Brian, I'm good. I don't need no sheep or boots. I'm not a farmer. You want me to get out there and squeal like a pig and shit. I'm good. I'll be all right. I'm supposed to. Well, I said not. It's another thing. I'm supposed to pick this girl up tomorrow. I got a date tomorrow, Saturday, on this lockdown. I told her we can't really do too much. We can Netflix and chill and shit. Come back here. I'll sneak out and grab you up, and we'll come back here, watch a couple movies, hang out with Cook, see what's going on. This girl here, I know her from when I was like 14, 13. We was in school together, and we knew each other throughout life. We kept touch with each other. We was friends throughout the last so many years. So I told her, hey, what's going on? We knew each other for a lifetime, so we might as well just hook up and go out, see what's going on with it. She'll end up not leaving. Nah. See, we'll see what happens. She might not even show up tomorrow. You never know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow night. Brian said film it for the other channel. Shit, how would I do that? I can't film her without telling her I'm shit. You want me to film my date? I might see what's going on with it for the other channel. That'll get the other channel going. My very first catfish, but it really ain't a catfish because I knew her for a long time where her body came. But that's just the thing. I haven't seen her. That's another thing. I need to, just like I'm doing now, I haven't seen her in shit. It's been, I can't remember since the last time I seen her. It's probably been 10, 15 years since I've seen her. So a lot can happen in that amount of time. A person can change completely in that amount of time. So she can be anything. She could be a dude for all I know. So maybe I should film it to see what happens. Because with my luck, hey, I'm just saying, my guard's up for all aspects. Wangs, all that shit. Legs, you got both legs. You got a wig on, or them teeth real. I done been through the whole. It seemed like I'm getting professional with this shit anymore in the single world. What's my mom cussing about? Stay single for a minute. I've been single for a minute. What you mean? Amanda just woke up. I'm just catching up, guys. She running late. She's on here there with us. My Uncle Kenny's on here with us. Who's cussing? I don't know, Mo. What's going on? Bring her home and she might have a winner. I don't know what's going on until you never know until you go. That's my motto. That's always been my saying for the woods. It's kind of turning into my saying. It's like finding a good girl is like really finding Bigfoot. I don't know which is easier. I can actually get more activity in the forest than I can out here with these chicks, especially with this lockdown going on. It's funny. All the way from France, 2 a.m. And that's what's up, Amanda. I hear you, Steve. Can you put a link in for other channel? Yeah, I could. It's Jeff's Real World. All you gotta do is type in Jeff's Real World. It definitely pops up. Live video chat first, right, Geneva? I might have to postpone on that one just until, with all the experience I had, I might disappear on that. I might not even pick her up. But then again, you never know me. Never know till you go. That's my motto. Fred always said, where we're going, I don't know. We never know till we go. Let's just get in the car and go. And that's how we found most of our spots. Just getting in the car and going. See where it takes us. Cookie back in the house. Miss Audrey. Yeah, I kind of did, real class mama. I ain't gonna lie. After this, talking to you guys, thinking about it, it's like, damn, do I really want to go pick her up tomorrow? Shit, my luck. I already know how my luck is lately. I don't know. I might have to message you. Could you? I'm thinking about coming, but could you send me a full body pic with somebody like ripping on your hair or something? Send me a video. Something going on here. I need to do an inspection. Video call me and have somebody with you so they can do some pulling for me. I need a full body inspection. Pull your legs. Do a jumping jack. Do something. Right in the picture live chat. We're gonna figure something out here. I'm gonna have a little chart you gotta go down. No legs, no teeth. It's all bad. It's time to run. That was when I was drinking the Cosmic Causies. I found that one. No legs, no teeth, no damn hair. 3 hairs sticking out top of her head. The damn weave was over on the dresser. Her leg was on the side of the bed. And I'm waking up, still half drunk, hungover, not sure where I'm at. I have no clue where I'm at. I drove in circles after I left the chick there for about an hour trying to figure out where the hell I'm at. Some old lady told me where I was, and I finally even told me how to get out of there. But that was an experience that I figured that I would learn my lesson then. I'm starting to do this shit sober. I might have to go back to drinking again. I don't know. I'm picking them out like that sober. It's all bad, guys. I'm just gonna stick to the woods and see what happens. She might be sharp. She was nice back then. Anything can change though. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm gonna text her for a little bit and see where it goes. First dates don't drink and date. Yeah, that's all bad. I agree with you on that, Pamela. I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely don't drink and date. That's a rule I should have followed because I wouldn't have been in a lot of the shit that I got in throughout life. I just shared a story. Yeah, that's the way it is. I don't mess around. When I got something on my head, I get it done. I hear you, real Clef. Time. Not when you're getting old. And I hear you on that. I seen your exercise videos. You think so, Kathy? Maybe one of these days, the guys on the bike looking better every day. What are you talking about, Brian? You looking at guys on the bike? See, Mom, after all that months of hitting on you, he talking about dudes on the bike and shit. What's up with that? I like the structures on Lizzie. Them structures up in that area is unbelievable. They really are. I like to know what some of that stuff means because it's a little bit of everything up there. It's a circus, Mom. It's kinda, but it's a fun circus. It's fun on the rides. You never know when it's going to end or how you're going to get off or are you going to make it through this ride. It's like a roller coaster ride. That was funny. Did you see that? Was you the one sent me that meme? That I thought that was funny as shit. She said, I think it was you that sent it to me, where the dude walked into a bathroom or to the urinal, and the sign above the urinal saying "Stay 6 feet back, social distancing," and the dude stayed like all the way back, pissing on the floor right in front of the urinal. That'd be me drunk. That shit's funny as shit. That At least you guys are having fun with this lockdown. I mean, we ain't completely down and out. We still got our sense of humor amongst all these hard times. We still got our jokes. That's one thing we got to keep on laughing no matter how bad it gets. You gotta laugh so you don't cry. What do you hand washing? Yeah, that was all right too. How to wash your hands naked. Sometimes you have to stay single at a moment just to find yourself. I find myself, I'm gonna hurt myself if I don't. I can't. That's a bad joke. I should have said that. We have the internet, Pamela. You're right. That's where the catfish come along at. Oh yeah, you said that was funny. But that's enough talking about your wrist is hurt. Oh, my wrist is hurting. Sometimes it just gets old. It just gets old. Sometimes it don't. I don't even know how we got on that shit. We done lost 20 people talking about that shit. Let's get off of that subject as soon as you stop looking for it. I ain't really. That's the sad part. I really ain't looking. I really ain't, because I really ain't got the time to look. It's just what's coming at me at the time, and what's coming at me at the time ain't really good. So it's like I just gotta keep moving with it. I ain't gonna settle for nothing less. Life is like a box. You're right. But yeah, because I'm stuck at work. If I ain't working, I'm going to the woods or I'm here on the lockdown. I ain't got time for none of that shit. I ain't looking for anything or on the internet for it. But there's some of the people that I talk to on Messenger and Facebook and stuff like that. As they come, I talk, and if it leads to that, then it leads to that. If it don't, it don't. Pretty much. But that's how I've been getting tangled up in some of the situations that I'm in. And so I need to get out of that situation real quick. Stop doing what I'm doing and try something new. You're right. Good luck. That's all it is. That's all it is, Alan. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Go to bigbuttgirls.com. You see this, Mom? Look what Brian put up there. He's trying to tell me where to go. I'm good. I'm good. I never in my life had a problem with that situation. With that, I'll be good. Trust me. With that, I never had an issue with that when it came to girls. Yeah, I definitely did, Geneva. I did apply for that full time. I'm still waiting to hear something back from them. I definitely got it. I guarantee you, I must know I got it. Hopefully. Life is like a box of shit. You never know what you're going to get. You're right about that. Peanuts or corn. One or the other. Fresh coffee. Yeah, I'm with you in that. I got to get some too. My man Vince, I finally see you on here. What's going on? All the way from New Zealand. What'd you say? I don't want to go gay. Oh, shit. So you have been listening for a little while. That's not in my blood, Vince. I like girls too much. Never gonna happen. Never even became a thought. You will be married 20 years in February. True. That's a long time. It's either a good thing or bad thing. It's either like the perfect relationship or it's like the worst nightmare in life. There's no in between when it comes to marriages. Either you got your best friend or your worst enemy. Ain't no in between on that shit. That's the only thing about that marriage life. It's like a flip of a coin. What you gonna end up with? and you ain't gonna know what until you, later on into the relationship, until you sign them papers and you say I do, and get her home, and she done flip the script on you. Then what you gonna do? She turned into the real person, become a serial killer and shit. You're stuck. That's just like the flip of a coin when it comes to marriage. Must be doing something right with all these 8 or 9 kids that I know. Oh, you talking about me, man? I ain't got that many. You trying to put all these kids on me, hit me with child support and shit. But I'm good. That's another thing. I definitely got my kids. They're everything. You got jokes real cleft? That's funny. I'm good. I'm definitely good. Without a doubt. Yeah, it's Geneva's birthday coming up. Happy birthday, Geneva. Can't go wrong with your own company. You're right. It is the weekend, Saturday, or probably what, Sunday? Where you at? Or is it Friday? What is it, Thursday? I forget. Are you a day behind or a day ahead? Either way, go have a drink on me. Who cares what day it is? Back with a fresh cup. I still gotta go get a cup. I'll probably end it here soon anyway, so I ain't worried about it. It's a Saturday there, so yeah, you can get it in. You ain't gotta worry about work and none of that shit. Actually, you can't because you're on lockdown. We're on lockdown. You can't. You're on lockdown on your birthday. That shit gotta suck, man. I wouldn't want to do that. Then Easter Sunday on lockdown. Trump said we'd be out of here by Easter. We still on lockdown. It'll be over with sooner or later. Hopefully it should be over with. Everybody be back to work. Am I up in the clouds? Yeah, pretty much. Right now at this point, Lizzie. It's Good Friday. It definitely is. You can't trust what guy? Me in July. It's good, guys. 84 likes. That's all right. It does get nuts on this channel. You ain't seen nothing. You think today's crazy? Shit, you better go back to some of the other Friday Night Lives. Man, we had some stories on here. It seemed like there ain't no limits when it comes to Friday Night Live. We talk about whatever's on your mind. You wish you was in the clouds too. Hey. That's all that matters. We have fun. Yeah. That's pretty much all it is. Just everybody having fun. My short stories. They're interesting stories, though. Try living that shit. Try going up and pick up this heroin addict that you thought was a queen. You bring her home and she tore up from the floor up naked. You don't know to throw her out in the cold or just feel bad for her. Let her spend it. Man, be in that situation. See what happens. See what you do. It's a bad night. Trust me. Then she's here. It's like you can't go all the way back just to drop her off, and it's like damn, no gas money to even get her home if I wanted to take her home. So it's a situation that I ain't trying to get back into again. Yeah, she definitely was making it easy for me. She making it hard for me. That's what she was doing. Hard to get away from it. Easy access for somebody else, not me. She might have been naked for somebody. Man, That was the first time I meet this chick after 4 months, and she gonna come down naked. That's something I want to get in bed with. That's something you want to run away from. That how you gonna get in somebody's car naked? Who does that? I mean, I never in my life had that ever happen to me. Just come down the steps, get in my back seat, and you got a t-shirt. That's it. Where's who does that? But hey, that's what I did. I run. I run faster than Forrest. You're right, Alex. That's what it was. That's probably what she was doing up there, doing it for some drugs and hurry up and ran out when I said I was leaving, like she was. Man, it was all bad. It was all bad. I was so relieved when she was gone. I seen her shoes was gone. I came around the corner, all of her bags was gone. I said, man, I got lucky again. I got lucky again. I ain't have to tell her to get out. I ain't get on the karma wheel. She did it on her own. I didn't even text her back. Hey, you made your choice. See you later. Turn the tricks for fix. Hey, I don't know what she's doing. She can keep that shit wherever she went to. But that's my trip to Pittsburgh. It was funny. It was sad, and it was a nightmare. It was a venture. It definitely was a venture. It's a venture I learned from. No, Vince, I ain't touch it. I don't know. Go near. She slept out on the recliner. I snuck out, went to bed, shut my door in the bedroom. Me and Cookie was in bed. I told Cookie she come in here, man, bite the shit out of her. She come through that door. She would have tore her up too. So then I got up that night, went to work, came home. She was gone. Thank goodness for her dip sickness. She left, right? I think that's what it was. And she messaged me later talking about sorry that her diabetes made her sick and she had to call her dad to pick her up or something like that. Shoot, whatever. Good luck with that. I never messaged since, and I'm not going to. The other psycho tried to message me. It's like one after another. I've been avoiding all that shit. Terrified, man. I just terrified on being stuck in that situation. Having to tell her, look, you gotta leave. This ain't my cup of tea. I didn't know what to tell her. I just knew she wasn't staying here. Did I sanitize the chair? I haven't got a chance to do much of anything yet, but I'm glad that's a good idea, Dorothy. I might definitely want to do that shit for Cookie catch something. Sitting up on that couch, she might mess around, catch something. Because I don't never use my recliner. Burn that recliner. She should have took it with her. I'm lucky she didn't, Rob. Yeah, but I'm easy. I looked around. She ain't take nothing. But even if she did, just hey, that been more reason for you to be gone. Don't come back. Keep what you got. Shit, if that meant that much to you, be gone with it. That relieves me of my burdens. I don't got to deal with it. I ain't got to put it on my karma wheel to throw her out. I ain't got to worry about she in the freezing cold or none of that. She did it all to herself. Now I can move on with it. I seem to attract more than weird. I definitely do. Especially going to, man. You're right about that, Amanda. I agree. 100%. Definitely. I can't argue with that. Robert said, I'm lucky. If you call that luck, move on into the woods. That's what I've been doing. Just saying hell with it, going to work, coming to the woods. Whatever happens, happens. Something will come along one of these days. I ain't stressing it. I'm good. How did you look from behind the BR? Now, I ain't gonna lie. She was tore up from the floor up, Brian. She definitely was. She had sores all over her body. It was like a walking disease, AIDS waiting to happen. She has all over her face with sores. Her body had sores all over her legs with sores. Well, I don't know if they were sores or track marks, but it was definitely a turn off. It was something you definitely want to. It was a bad situation. I don't prefer to be in again, but either one, like I said, Fred didn't know. We both seen her at the same time 4 months ago. She was beautiful. We both agreed she was a very beautiful individual. And then 4 months later to see her like that, it's like, what the F? I ain't messing with nothing else in Pittsburgh if they're all like this down there, man. Them Pittsburgh girls can keep their ass down Pittsburgh. What it was I thinking? But hey, what it is, what it is. Can't change that. Stick the snake holes in the mud bank. You'll mess around and get it bit off, Brian. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea, Brian. Stick it in the mud hole. Shit. You don't know if a crawdad gonna pinch it off. Catfish, what's in them holes out there? There's some crazy shit. Better sanitize your car. The whole back seat. You're right about that one too. That's what I said, Alex. Another one for the books. Well, that's something for us to talk about. And just always wondered, is she all right? Did she get off the shit? But either way, it's not my problem. What the heck is wrong with these women nowadays? Here's a great answer. There you go, Kat. But thanks. That means a lot, Kat Martin. That's how I've been doing now and run. Get a new car. I wish I could. I need one. My tires are so bald. Oh my. I'm hoping they make it till Friday so I can get 2 more tires on the front. I noticed yesterday that one of them showing wires is like, shit. My spares are already on there. My fifth wheel's already on it. So if I get a flat, it's sitting wherever it's at. It has to make it till Friday. Man, you made me think about my damn tires. Them tires, they can be expensive, especially when nothing's open except for Walmart. And Walmart ones, I don't even want to think about it. I might have to get up here and get some. I just hope it makes it to Friday. Them tires, man, why do you have to talk about tires? Who did that? Brian figures. Turned out to be a jerk, but I have 4 beautiful kids. I raised all. You sound like me, Mom Silk. Sound like me. I got 5. My ex, she was a nightmare, but we ended up having 5 beautiful kids out the deal. So I'll never regret that. I'll never take that back. Even though she put me through hell, believe me, it was worth it. You see how the kids are when they was here. They're fun to be around. They actually turned out to be real good kids. You had to go there. Walmart pretty cheap on tires. I need 4, but I think I can get away with 2 for a little while. I'm gonna try to go up and get 2. Then payday, I'll go up and get 2 more. Get it out the way. But I noticed yesterday one of them, that trip to freaking, it wasn't showing wire before I went to Pittsburgh. Come back next day, I noticed it's showing wire. So it had to be that trip to Pittsburgh, going out and coming back. They make it the word like that. Or my car's out of balance and making that one side eat up too much. I don't know. But it wasn't showing wire before I went to Pittsburgh. Come back from Pittsburgh, my damn tire's showing wire. But I'm gonna have to check them out, see what's up. That's really about the only thing open. Everything else is closed. Get used ones at Tailgate auto. That's an idea too, Steve. Oh damn, Walmart ain't doing tires. You can't even get tires anymore right now until after the lockup. That's really the only place around here that's open. Every place is locked up, and now Walmart ain't even doing tires. That's shit. Damn, I might have to figure something out. Yeah, that's what I think it is, Robert. The front end, it's out of line. I need to get it in line because that one side, it's eating up more than the whole rest of the three tires. So it's got to be out of line. You would imagine trying to find somewhere to get them changed. Yeah, it is, Alan. It's just my luck. It's just the way everything happened. I didn't even notice the wires until like yesterday, day before yesterday. So I just been going to work straight back on a prayer that I can make it till Friday. Me too, Cat. That's my baby. Cookie, she's my guard dog. She tears shit up. Someone comes in here that ain't supposed to, she don't mess around. For a Chihuahua, you think a Rottweiler coming at you. She even leaps. She leaps up. She'll get you where it counts. Cookie don't play. She got me a couple times. If I go out and I play with somebody else's dog and then come home, she smells the dog on me, she tear me a new ass. Cookie don't play. Cookie rips me up. She really does. Call for essential vehicles and trucks. Yeah, I know. They ain't gonna change my tires. If I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out with that shit. That's just one burden that's on the back of my head saying, poking me in my head every couple minutes. Hey, don't forget them tires. You still riding on them tires? I'll get them. Bigfoot don't like the dogs. I'll never take Cookie out there. She's just too ballsy. She would come across a bear, mountain lion, or something. Cookie's just too ballsy. She'd come back dead. Shit. I'll never take her out there. That'll put used ones during this lockdown. I'm hoping, Link. I'm gonna check around. See if I can pick up two cheap somewhere. You're in essential work. Oh yeah, you're right. I do got the paperwork for it that I'm supposed to be out there. I might have to check around, see if I can get it done just to get me even because I gotta get to work. What my mom say? Vince, they're saying the end of April, but I think it'll be longer. You mean this lockdown gonna be that long? It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. But you're probably right, Mom. You're definitely probably right. I have the answer to what's really happening with this virus. It really is the takedown of the. Yeah, you're right. Our cloaked, unseen world. You're definitely right about that. There's some unseen shit going on. In July, until July. What are you talking about, Mom? End of July. That sounds like a torture sentence right there. You getting locked up for something you ain't do. You change tires all alone. It can be done. What? You want me to go out there and change tires? I ain't got a machine to take it off the rim and balance it and spin balance and put it back on. Or the money for that matter. I'll get it done. I'll find some place that's open, and Friday when I get my check, I'll Go get me 2. Hopefully it just makes it. They'll make it till Friday. 24-hour lockdown. Yeah, you might be right. I'll wait until election. I hope not. That's a while. That's a couple months. I think they want to collapse the economy. I think they already did that. I think they did that from the jump. I ain't even getting into that one. They'll shut this live stream down quick as shit as soon as we start talking about that. But there's something up with it. Something mysterious. Something that makes you wonder. An air compressor, sledgehammer, a big. What you planning on doing? Some places finds. Yeah, 2 kids a couple weeks. Last week, 2 kids was standing out in front of the store up here, coming out the store. They got fined $500 each. I think it was $500 each for being out after at this lockdown or whatever. They're fining. There's a garage on 21 that does tires that's still open. Route 21. I'm about to call you later to see what they charge or what the name of it is. Return of the Kings. Check out local junkyard tires. Yeah, I know, but you're right, Cloak on Scene World, but they were sent to me on Messenger. I know what you're talking about. I seen all that. They are finding already. So it's only going to tighten up. See, I don't know if it's going to tighten up or if it's just going to go away. We don't know what's going to happen yet until the shit comes. It's like everything's uncertain. You don't know which way to go, left or right. Where you hear that at, Brian? Back in World War II. I don't think we want to go back to them days. That was the Great Depression. My gram used to tell me some crazy stories about that shit. My pop. Hit that like and sub. There you go, Annette. Right? We had a couple days of warm weather. You think it would have killed that virus by now? A1 just came. Yeah. I got in nature of this. I've been hearing a couple of things about what's going on from a couple of different reliable sources. I can't really talk about it now on here at all whatsoever. But there's some. I hope he's wrong on everything. You just gotta pay attention. Like I've been telling everybody, pay attention. Watch what's next. Can you hook me up? From the takedown, there's the cable. Warmth's not hot. Yeah, the warmth what kills it. The cold keeps it alive. Follow the positive energy. That's all you can do. Nothing but love. But with that being said, what Mama Silk say, you live on an island. Should be interesting to see how they keep people away from the beach. Yeah, it's hard. Like in Florida, they're on lockdown. They're still on the beach, having a good time. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this Friday Night Live. You definitely want to tune in to what's coming up this week because I'm going back out there and try to get back up deep where I was into them structures by myself and see how they act when I'm by myself out there. See how that turns out. Hopefully they come out. You never know until you go, guys. It's bad in Florida. It really is. It's bad everywhere. Not just it's bad everywhere. And all we can do is stay locked down, stay away from the shit, and stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure, everyone. We're going to be our own kings and queens. You have a good night, Lizzie and Nat, Kathy Kissel. Everybody stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Friday Night Live. Stay tuned, Bigfoot World.